Now, pop star Jesy Nelson has revealed she's quitting Little Mix after finding fame with the girl group 9 years ago. Announcing her decision, she said, "The truth is, recently being in the band has really taken a toll on my mental health. I find the constant pressure of being in a girl group and living up to expectations very hard. There comes a time in life when we need to reinvest in taking care of ourselves rather than focusing on making other people happy. And I feel like now is the time to begin that process. So, after much consideration and with a heavy heart, I'm announcing I'm leaving Little Mix." Oh. What do you make of that, Cole?
Well, obviously really sad. You know, I absolutely love Little Mix, and I think Jesy especially is, you know, you think of Little Mix and Jesy comes to mind.
Yeah.
And obviously I have, you know, I've got feelings for Jesy because I've known her very well. I totally get it. I mean, I can't imagine, you know, I was in a girl band, but I've been in a family girl band since the age of 2. So and over time, you started to get more famous and more famous, then had hits, but then you were with family. So you always felt protected. The pressure then, even when because I joined really professionally at 15 then, where I was thrown into the spotlight. And the pressure in those days was hard, but it was just like a critic in a newspaper or a magazine. It wasn't in your face 24/7. We didn't have social media, so you just didn't read it. You didn't pick up your phone and see it every 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Equally, I think when somebody that young goes from not being known at all to being on the biggest talent show in the country, if not the world, and instantly being thrust into that kind of fame and spotlight and the whole nation
and instantly getting criticised. It happened
instantly
that quickly.
From the time they won, started getting trolled and all that.
Yeah.
The pressure of that for a young person, and to not be surrounded by people who you know genuinely love you and care for you, must be immense, and I can't imagine it. So I think from knowing Jesy in the past, you know, I've not seen her for a few years now, so I haven't spoken to her, but even when I knew her, you know, she was kind of struggling then with it all. And I'm, as somebody that likes her so much, I think it's a great decision, and I think it's a right decision for her mental health. And I just wish her, like, all the best in whatever she does, because she's such a talented girl. So, yeah, I think it's a hard but great decision.
And Sarah, you think she's brave, don't you?
I think she's incredibly brave. I think she's very courageous. Look, this is the generation that grew up with this technology in their hands, available to them 24 hours a day. There was no handbook. They grew up learning and making mistakes, but they also learned that, you know, their life was exposed globally, and anybody could say whatever they wanted, whenever they wanted. And you just don't know how you're going to react to that. So she grew up with this, and obviously it does affect your mental health. And can I just say, I think it's incredibly brave of her at such a young age to recognise, I need to do this for myself and step out. It's so easy when you're young to carry on doing things to please other people and not look after yourself, and actually then eventually burn out. I'm 50 years old. I grew up in a generation where you didn't speak, you rolled your sleeves up, you get on with things. And I have to say, my mental health suffered throughout my years. It's only now at 50 I've been able to come out because society allows it, to talk about my abuse that I had as a child, to talk about my infertility, to talk about the problems in my culture that affected me. It's because society is saying, please talk, be open, so that you are of sound mind going forward and you lead a good quality of life. So I think what Jesy has done is incredibly important for her, and I think really very responsible, and also a great platform for other people to come out and know it's okay to talk.
Well, you can only hope that as a result of what she's done, her announcement, that perhaps more young people will think twice about wanting to go into the performing arts, or to take, you know, to pursue a career that would expose them to this kind of pressure. Because I've said it so many times on this show, as long as we continue to get excited about the performing arts, about people who sing or make music at the expense of all the other young people who are electricians, plumbers, or doing jobs that are just as worthwhile. You know, we've got to get the balance more right too, but we're in a society that constantly, so many of our young people today regard a band like Little Mix as their dream. You know, that's the dream that they want to attain.
But I think the reason for that, Janet, is that it's very clear that what looks more exciting, standing on a stage with millions of people screaming your name or doing some plumbing. I know which one, if I was a teenager, that I would think is more exciting. I'm not necessarily saying that one is more worthy. I'm saying one looks more exciting. I think what Jesy has done is she's shone a light on, actually, guys, it's not all sequins and glitter. Actually, it's hard graft, and mentally it takes its toll. And there will be people who say, oh, come on, you know what you're getting into. No one can understand what you're getting into. To have the whole world criticising you for how you look, for your weight.
Yeah, but it's not just in the music industry. I think that young people have pressure no matter what job they are in through their phones and social media.
Yeah.
The pressure on what they look like and a standard of perfection. And what I would say to them is take yourself out of yourself.
Totally.
More. Stop being so inward-looking and make that leap to do more things that are outward.
Yeah, which is why I applaud Jesy, actually, and I wish her lots and lots of love and luck. Lots of love and luck. Step away for a little while and just regroup.